Bruce. Now, you're welcome to Bruce and the quiz of Bruce. You're welcome.
Habari za mchana.
Salama.
Thank you. Asante sana. I'm grateful for the welcome. My name is Gbenga Sesan. I'm Nigerian, and also today, I think I can safely say that I am from Kondoa. And I say that with respect, because as a young African growing up, when I was in secondary school, actually in exactly a school like this, called Federal Government College, Idoani, in Ondo State, Southwest Nigeria, when I was in my third year, JS3, junior school, third year, they brought two things to our school. I didn't know what they were. But I just knew that those things were important because the principal went to the gate of the school and he walked with whatever it was all the way to the admin block. They brought those things out and they put them in a special room. So whatever they were, I wanted to know. So I realized that one of my friends, Wale Fatula, whose father was a professor in the university, he would tell us, oh, he's going to the computer room. And, well, as a highly opinionated 11 going 12-year-old boy, I also wanted to use a computer. Wale does not have two heads, so I want to use a computer. And then I went to the lab. First of all, at the entrance, I saw the security guard that works with the principal. And he said, where are you going? Once I said, computer lab, he just opened the door for me to enter, as if it was special. Of course it was. And then when I got to the entrance of the main computer room itself, the teacher in charge stood at the door, looked at me, he was much taller, and he said, oh, computers are not for people like you. You won't understand how to use them. And I was very sad. In fact, confession, I cried. But I was in JS3, so girls must not see me crying. So I cleaned my face and I went back to class. But that day in 1991, I made up my mind that later in life, I will learn how to use computers and I will teach other people. But then I forgot. But as God will have it, in 2001, after I had graduated from the university, I won a competition, a computer competition in Nigeria, and I became Nigeria's IT Youth Ambassador. And I then remembered that, wait a second, I made a promise that I will teach people. I had learned, of course, how to use computers, but that I would teach people. And what I then did was I started a project. I started going across Nigeria to teach young people how to use computers. After a while, after doing that for 2 years, I realized that I needed to go and, do something, make some money and all that. But my heart was there. So when I got my certificate from school, I went to work with a non-profit, with an NGO, to run a project for them called the Lagos Digital Village. And we started the project. I thought I was going to spend 1 year, but I spent 6 years running that project in one location in Nigeria called Ebute Metta. And after a while, I resigned because I knew that I couldn't do that in just one location. I had to do it beyond Ebute Metta. So I started a project in the most popular slum in Nigeria, Ajegunle, in a cyber cafe. We started the training there. Well, let's cut the long story short. That was 2007. 17 years later now, as Miriam told you, that program now runs across 11 countries on this continent, plus other programs that we do in 16 other countries. PIN works in 27 countries across the continent, and like she said, we have offices in 6 countries, but even though we don't have an office here, by the way, we used to have an office in Tanzania, in Arusha actually, and when we came earlier today, what I saw is impressive.
Yes.